Good afternoon, everybody. Myself Salma Fatima from BCom first year English medium. Today, we're gonna discuss about classification of contract. Topic. Our topic is classification of contract. Before we gonna discuss about classification of contract, first we gonna discuss about what is meant by contract and what is meant by agreement. As we all know that contract is different and agreement is different. There is a difference between contract and agreement. As contract, first we're going to discuss about what is meant by agreement. Agreement, as per the Indian Contract Act 1872, as per the Indian Contract Act 1872, agreement equals to offer plus acceptance, means one person have to offer and the other person have to accept the offer. For example, a person had offered to be there, he gonna sell his laptop with 25,000, with rupees of 25,000. A person has offered to be there, he gonna sell his laptop for 25,000 and B accepted the offer of A. So A offered laptop and B accepted the offer. A offered laptop and B accepted it. Here A offered and B accepted. So it is an agreement. Offer and acceptance is an agreement. Next, what is meant by contract? According to the Indian Contract Act 1872, Section 2H, contract defines contract is contract equals to agreement plus enforceable by law. I repeat, contract equals to agreement plus enforceable by law. Means enforceable is nothing but an accepted by the law. For example, a person has offered to be there, he gonna sell his house. He gonna sell his house with 50 lakhs and B accepted his proposal. A has offered to be there, he gonna sell his house for 50 lakhs and B accepted his proposal. Now, after payment of the 50 lakhs to A should have to hand over the house papers or property papers, whatever it may be, to the B. Means there is an involvement of law. So it is a contract. It is a difference between what is meant by agreement and what is meant by contract. And lastly, all the contracts are agreement and all agreements are not contract. I repeat, all the contracts are agreement and all the agreements are not contract. Now we're going to discuss about the classification of contract. The contract have been classified on the basis of enforceability, formation, and here lastly performance. These are the classification of contract. First one, according to the enforceability. This is further divided into valid contract, void agreements, voidable contract, enforceable contract, illegal agreements. First one, void contract. Void contract are those contracts who fulfill all the essential elements of the contract and it is enforceable by law. I repeat, void contract are those contracts who fulfill all the essential elements of the contract and it is enforceable by law. For example, a person offered to be that he gonna sell his bike for 50,000 and B accepted. Now after the payment, A should have to give bike papers to B. It is a contract, void contract. Next, second one is that's a valid contract. Now we're gonna discuss about void contract. Void is nothing but an cancellation of the contract. Generally, in two cases, the contract will cancelled. In case one, while we are fulfilling all the essential elements of the contract, but unfortunately, one of these essential elements have gone missed. Then it is not enforceable by law, and the contract became cancelled. So it is a void contract. If according to the case 2, in case 2, while we are entering into the contract, it is a valid contract, but due to some reasons at the time of the implementation, it became void. Void means cancelled. For example, as we are entering contract with Pakistan, while we are entering the contract, there is a friendly relationship between India and Pakistan. But unfortunately, due to some reasons, the war have been declared between India and Pakistan. Due to this reason, our contract have been void, means cancelled. Second, next one, void agreement. Third one, we're gonna discuss about void agreement. Void agreements are those agreements at the starting only it is void, it is cancelled. Such agreements is also known as void ab initio. Such agreements are known as void ab initio. Example, as we all know that agreement with a minor is an void. Agreement with a minor is an void. Next one, voidable contract. Voidable contracts are those contracts which a law is not enforced by the action of one person. It is not enforced by the action of one person. For example, a signature. A contract is signed due to misleading of other parties. A contract is signed due to misleading of other parties, or a contract is signed due to some fraud acts. Now, next one is enforceability contract. Enforceable contract. Enforceable contract are those contracts both the parties agreed and enter into the contract, but due to some reasons, the court doesn't not enforced the contract due to some technical reasons or some mistakes or some issues. Due to some issues, the contract doesn't enforced. For example, a person has offered to sell his 10 bags of rice to B in future date. A person has offered to sell his 10 kgs of bag to B person in future date. But due to cyclone or due to some disasters, the paddy rice was totally destroyed. So he cannot give his paddy or something to the B. Here the main theme of the contract have been destroyed. So there is a no contract. So the contract have been enforced. Lastly, in enforceability, illegal agreements. Illegal agreements are those agreements in which consideration and objective have been forbidden, and it is unenforceable by the law. And it is these such agreements is also known as void ab initio agreements. For example, A has gave money to B. A have gave money to B, and B is using that money in some illegal things like drugging, smuggling, etc. And A knows about it. A knows about this. Then it is an illegal agreement. Next one. Now we're gonna discuss about according to formation. Formation. In formation, it has further divided into express contract, implied contract, quasi contract, and e-commerce contract. First one, express contract. Express contract are those contracts in which the contract is orally expressed or writtenly expressed. This is an express contract. Second one, implied contract. Implied contract are those contracts it is implied by the action of a person that he or she is accepting the contract. It is implied by the action of the person that he or she is accepting the contract. For example, a person had get into the bus. A person has get into the bus, and it is compulsory that he have to. It is compulsory that he have to pay money for buying ticket. it is compulsory that he have to pay money for buying ticket. The passenger will give money to the conductor and the conductor will pass a ticket to him. Here only the action implies. According to the action, it means that he or she is accepting the contract. Next one, quasi-contract. Quasi-contract. Quasi-contracts are those contracts where the law had created the contract with two parties. Both the parties are in contract, but both the parties doesn't know that they are in contract. I repeat, quasi-contract is important. I repeat, quasi-contract are those contracts where law have been created the contract with the two parties. Both the parties are in contract, but they doesn't know that they are in contract. It is a quasi-contract. For example, A has lost his goods. A has lost his goods and B found the goods. So it's the responsibility of B that he should hand over those goods to A, but he doesn't do this. B doesn't give those goods to A. He doesn't give those goods to A, but he started using those goods. If A came to know about this, then B should have to pay some penalty or compensation to A. This is a quasi-contract. Last one, e-commerce contract. E-commerce contract are those contracts where offer and acceptance are made through online. For example, some shopping malls apps. For example, Amazon app. In Amazon app, the products are visible, offered through online apps, and we are accepting that product through online only, and the payment is also made nowadays online. The whole process have been done through online. So it is an e-commerce contract. Now we're gonna discuss about according to the performance. Classification of contract according to the performance. According to the performance, the contract have been classified into executive contract, executory contract, unilateral and bilateral contracts. Executed contracts. Executed contracts are those contracts where two parties agreed and enter into the contract, and the contract is fully implemented and fully completed. For example, a person offers to be that he gonna sell his sofa set. Sofa set. B accepted that, and A also said that if we delivered the sofa set to his home place, then we should have to pay it. According to their promises or according to their agreements, A had delivered the sofa set and B had paid the amount to the A. Here both the works have been completed. A had delivered the sofa set as per their agreement, and B had gave money and paid amount for the sofa sets. Both the work had completed simultaneously. So this is known as executed contract. Next, executory contracts. Executory contracts are those contracts where both the parties agreed and enter into the contract, but the contract is not fully completed. Again, executory contract is further divided into unilateral contracts and bilateral contracts. Unilateral contracts. Unilateral contracts are those contracts where two persons or two parties agreed and enter into the contract. Only one party had done its work, and the other party doesn't completed its work as per to the agreement. For example, in a railway station, the passenger of a train had made an agreement with coolie that if the coolie helped the passenger in getting down of the luggage from train, then he will gonna pay some amount for him. As per their agreement, the coolie helped the passenger in getting down of the luggage. But the passenger doesn't pay amount for coolie. Here the coolie had done his work and the passenger doesn't pay, means the passenger doesn't completed here his work. Coolie has completed and passenger has not completed. Only one side work has been completed. So it is an unilateral. Next one, bilateral contracts. Bilateral contracts are those contracts where both parties agreed and enter into the contract. And both the parties doesn't completed their works and agreements. For example, as before we took the example of a coolie and passenger in the same situation, here also in railway station, the passenger made an agreement with coolie that if the coolie help the passenger in getting down of those goods, then then the passenger will pay amount for coolie. Here, the coolie did not help the man in getting down of the goods, and the man doesn't pay to it. Thank you for giving this opportunity.